1,000.
You got a shit bucket. Then you're not playing Battlegrounds.
All right.
Different game, but still.
You know, it's cool.
Battleground.
Hey, every once in a while you got to get that Fortnite shit bucket going. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm referencing, Evan? Do you know the joke about the shit bucket? Did you ever watch Battlefield Friends?
No, I didn't realize that's what it was from. I thought you were talking about the TikTok going around about the guy who shows off his gaming chair with a little bucket.
God, it's actually no. I guarantee you, this is the video that idea came from. Then 1,000%.
It's a viral video that now people have posted all over TikTok and Instagram and everything. But it's a dude who literally has a bucket and a funnel taped to the bottom of his chair.
There's also that South Park with the Warcraft
Mother,
where
bring me the bedpan.
Mom.
Oh God, fucking Christ!
Oh, you're a healthy boy, aren't you?
Get it, Mom.
Get it, man. All right, let's see here.
Here, while we're waiting, I'm gonna.
Who wants to be a recap boy today?
Do you want me to read my notes?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Do we want to? Jade's gonna be on here in just a moment.
Yeah, we're just.
And then who else? Is that everyone?
That's everyone.
All right, where's my pen? Right here.
I'm not used to everybody being here.
Him.
Evan, I'm sending you something real quick.
Yeah, Jake, by the way, before she gets started, I was watching that video. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, shit. Oh, no. No.
I know. It just came up in my feed, later. And I was like, oh, let's see. I'll have Trace vet this.
Yeah, no, it was, oh, Lord.
Yeah,
got into some real spoilery shit towards the end there. Grab a drink before we get started, too.
You're good. You're not good.
Throw all the trash off my desk and go smoke a bowl real quick. I'm gonna speed smoke one.
Marshall, can I join you?
Yes, you can.
Fuck yeah.
Run!
Did you ask me?
Go.
So, let's make some predictions. Over under on Lowell taking apart another body today.
Over.
Over.
I'm hoping there's a high chance.
Yeah, see that alone makes me vote for the over on this one. I'm gonna play the safe bet on this.
All right, let me make sure I have the right shit fucking bookmarked with my anime titties.
Lovely. So glad I could contribute.
Oh, yeah. It's a good bookmark. Nice, straight, pleasant whenever you flip to it.
I was going to say, you're never upset when you open it.
Although I do like my fancy bookmarks. They have little patterns on them.
They are dope. I remember.
You remember?
I remember. Oh, hey, there's the forehead tattoo marks.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's not going to autofocus.
It's fine. I'm blinded on my glasses.
I'm blinded by the light.
I just need my glasses.
My glasses. I can't see anything without my glasses.
Yep. Sounds about right.
I should not have taken that out. Whoops. After showing you the guys the bookmark, I did not put it back in.
Oh, oh, jeez.
Like the 3 of the players are in the same household, so if one thing distracts them, it distracts them all.
Yeah, then they're all gone.
Yep. I mean, weed's a valid excuse in my opinion, but you know. Just saying.
Brandon, are you gonna candy bar yourself?
I already did, bro.
Well, I need you to do it again.
Oh. All right. Don't mind if I do.
Well, the only time I mind is if you don't. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's right here.
Oh.
Calm down. I only have 4 of these left, though, so let me know if you want one.
Of the little disposable guys?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just giving them out, then I'll take another one. I have.
Oh, I'm not giving them away.
It's like if you're just giving them away,
nice
then
fucking
absolutely.
try.
Like, yeah, I'll take one. I'll take 2 if you're just giving them away.
No. Boy. Oh, I didn't think of a team bonding exercise.
Oh, I'm sure.
Team bondage.
Yep.
Bondo.
Exactly. Give Lowell less information this time around.
Just repeating that moniker over and over again. Don't tell him shit. Don't tell him shit. Don't tell him shit.
Don't give him a weapon. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just do it.
What's up, dudes?
That's not it. Oh, what's up, dude?
Okay, not the best picture in the world, but it'll do.
Meh.
Would you like me to recap or wait for Jade?
There you go.
Not that.
It's all good.
Okay, I haven't read through these, so I don't know what's in here.
I'm excited.
Raphael, Varix, Lowell are on guard duty with Kaladin. Toomey and Garrick go snoop, the blind leading the stupid. We get to the bar and see Moash talking to a dark eye who holds himself higher. I sneak behind the dude with a nat 20. Atra helps. We go like 4 camps past Dalinar's, past Sadius' war camp, High Prince Sabaria?
Sabarial.
Sabarial? Those are just notes on him. He is smart but aloof. Atra's gonna go spy for me. Garrick joins Moash for a drink, tells him he was guided to him, asks Moash who he thinks should rule. He says not Elhokar. He's weak, inept, fearful, pathetic. He's talking mad shit. Says Kaladin is too much of a sad boy to lead. And then we have guard duty time. Navani is talking with Dalinar and the soldiers to recruit better positions. There's a sus person lingering, trying to listen. She's an old bitch. She's real sus. Lowell takes her to the stocks. Uh-oh. He starts interrogating her. And then this is word for word what Lowell said to her. I'm going to give you one opportunity, and this is more than I wanted to give you to begin with. So please, say no again.
Say no again. I dare ya.
She's here spying for Sadius. He still wants to take the place over. In favor with Elhokar. He takes her to Kaladin. Oh, by the way, she's not an old lady anymore. Kaladin walks her way. Wolfsburn is proud of his control. Luis heads to the bar. Atra returns talking about Terra Vangean, a diagram, and an assassin in white. Terra Vangean is the ruler of Cabranth. The diagram can predict things relatively correctly. Hooded Man talked about a distraction to get the diagram. Bad vibes, question mark? What's our goal? Lil gets some old Ardent robes. There's an old Ardent dude napping in the fucking... Oh, he finds an old dude napping, is what that says.
Yeah.
Dalinar and Kaladin have a hush-hush convo. Navani's recording visions. He wants somebody to help record. He debates Luis, lol. Barracks finds the rock for quartermaster training. Master quartermaster Shumash. Rox is the cook. Varric is going to do weapons. They train. Raphael goes up to Grumpy Teft. Raphael isn't sure if they have thoughts on treason. Wake up, sheeple. It's time to get to work. Can someone let Caleb in?
No.
Sorry, I didn't hear you the first time. I think that. I felt something in the floors. I thought it was just fucking neighbors running around again. Shut up.
Okay, fuck it.
I'll have to sharing his echo.
Kaladin. Why not?
It's just Kaz to work.
Raphael's an 80s workout instructor. There's 4 people that are super enthusiastic. Back to the outskirts of Sadius' camp. There's a large green march going somewhere. It's not Sadius' symbol. It's mixed with Hearthstone, Bright Lord symbol, where Kaladin is from. Amaran's the ruler. Kaladin got us all new patches that merged Bridge 4 and the Cobalt Blue sigil. We can get chainmail. We're going to train with horses. Luis gets more wood. Luis Natty's another sculpture. He touches one and gets an image of a stick, then water, and then he starts to sink into his memories, and then it says, uh-oh, and stops.
It's dangerous in there.
It is a perfect white spine carving. Hey, come here. Luis finds his cousin, who offers him that good shit. Back to Lol and the Ardent. He's a Bardent. There's 3 types of people. Type 1 are the people who are real invested. Type 2 draw and have a hard time dying, and type 3 are just fucking there. Lol is type 3. Lol Spren and that dude are type 2. He trains with the Light Eyes with his shard blade, says we'll mess up his sword arena because we're filthy, and then he says be careful 4th, and then Lol falls down the 4th step. That joke really got me. Cal approaches Lol because he wants him described for Dalinar. Dalinar wants to side with Amaran. Kaladin's big upset about it, and then I ran out of pages, and then deepest fears. Varric getting his eyebrows cut off. Atra is proud of me for saying my biggest fear is trusting people. Pelinar caring for someone again only to lose them again. Garrick not being where he needs to be at the end of it all. I also wrote down what his punishment was. Raphael to die a boring death. Lol to lose control. He wrote down all of our fears in the game. Holy shit. Luis not getting back to his home country. Barracks' friend is named Appy. I hear news that Josh's ward, Shalyn, and Adeline are set to be engaged.
Jasna's ward, but yeah.
Jasna's ward.
Adolin
Garrick has to watch
Shallan.
a shady deal. Garrick has to watch a shady deal. Dude with a big parrot bird. Ghost bloods and exchange. Gasp. Dude with a bird poisons the other guy. Flicks a red mark to Garrick and says, deal with that. Body in a barrel. Luis is aroused at Lol is aroused at the body. Lol dissects and chops up the body. Garrick stays. The Spren is up in the body, getting his fix, and then he makes Garrick bury the body parts in different parts of the camp. His Spren goes into the chest hole. There's a big sad face. Pelinar helps with a broken down cart, like Oregon Trail.
Nobody died of dysentery.
He finds a book. Raphael goes to visit the Sad Bridge boys. The chasms are where we got better, so we have to bring them there to increase their morale. And then they can be like us. Lowell is very happy. Louise carves a river scene that seems oddly familiar. Those are my notes.
I did do those things.
Well, that was pretty good.
I did not get aroused by the body. I saw him. I saw Garrick
Lowell was
holding
aroused
it,
by
but
the body. I
didn't realize
apologize. You
it.
guys' names look so similar.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, blame it on the guys with the L names. I see how it is.
They
L
both start with
motherfuckers.
LU and they're 4 letters long.
As you guys wake up,
Jan and John all over again.
as you guys wake up in the morning, you all your squad have palace duty. Dalinar is heading up to the palace with where Elakar is and all those guys, and Kaladin is having you guys on patrol.
They won't connect.
That said, in the morning, you don't have much else to do, and you will hear the loud voice and clapping hands of a certain Varix in the morning.
Everybody wake up. Time to do our bonding.
This early?
Oh, every day.
Mm.
Pelinar's already been up for 3 hours.
Wait, didn't I immediately fall asleep for no reason after carving that?
You fell asleep because you
Embarrassing.
huffed something from your cousin.
Yeah, you were
well,
high as shit.
No reason. Yeah, it was totally unexpected. Nobody could have seen this coming.
This is the next morning. And yes, you are all
How am I
being...
feeling then? Like, is this
Roll a con
something I'd
save.
be used to? Because it's from my home country. Like, I'm just trying to figure this out.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see how it goes. You feel like nauseous hungover, you know? But otherwise you're doing all right.
Oh.
So today,
who else got pissed last night and doesn't want to get up?
you don't have a choice.
I don't know about that, Goncho.
Write it on my clipboard, I swear to God.
From
Wait, you can write?
Nope.
from behind, Luis, as soon as you
just
say
carry around a
Shit.
clipboard and do different scribbles because you don't know real words to write.
Call out.
Luis, as soon as you say you didn't want to get up, you'll hear a massive clap right behind your head, which sends you into a headache. As the big figure of rock laughs and puts a hand on your head. Small bridgeman, you need to learn to handle your liquor better. Pats you and then walks off.
Oi, Goncho, you and I are going back at it after shift now. You brought out the demon.
It must be a very small demon.
Oof. Oof. Ouch.
Yeah, your demon's tiny, bro.
I might be small, but
Micro
I'm
demon.
mighty.
You're saying that to a stone door as he has already left.
He got the message.
As everybody stirs, you'll see Varix up on his soapbox talking down to y'all.
Yeah. All right, we're doing trust falls today.
Oh God.
Make groups of 2.
Do you want
what
me
the
to
hell
assign
is a
it, or do you
trust
guys
fall?
want to assign?
No, you assign it.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
gotta do it.
I'm asking if independently they want to pick their own partners.
No, that's not allowed.
Are
Gotta
you
choose
assigning
people.
partners then?
You got to decide who dislike each other here. You need.
Fuck it. What's the best way to pick this?
Who doesn't
How
like
many of
Lowell
you
the
are there?
most?
D7s?
So Marshall gets Lowell. Garrett
I
gets
mean,
Lowell.
I'm okay with that because at this point that is canonically made sense. Some Sifu, huh?
All right.
You played before?
Perfect, because there's 6 of us right now.
I've only watched playthroughs, but it all looks really.
Everybody type in a number between 1 and 8.
Mm-hmm. Where are we typing it?
You didn't want us to roll a D8?
Nope.
Damn it.
Go with the lucky number.
I'll go with that 5.
We got 2 fulls.
Yeah, change to
Okay.
5.
Who are we missing here? 1, 2.
Well,
3, 4, 5.
Brandon, for one.
Yeah.
Do I
We
need
are
to-
missing.
I'm not part of
Raphael.
this.
Jade.
I'm
We are missing the
supervising.
Raphaels.
Oh no, I think you have to do it.
Everything okay, Jade? Oh no, we can't hear her.
You can't do trust exercises and not be
I know
involved
why.
in them.
I know
We're
why,
doing
Jade. Hold on.
trust exercises, but you guys are gonna do these and I'm not for no suspicious reason. Trust me.
Rust. It's for your own good.
Just trust me. You guys. Oh, is that a trust fall? We fall down and we're just supposed to trust that it's making us better?
Yep. Just take my word for it.
Whoa.
This is gonna be fun. Excellent. Oh, I heard it. I saw a little green ping. Or some sort of noise. So who wants to say the forbidden word today?
I'm tempted.
I know. Consequences table. There's so much more to explore from it.
I do have a great pun for
Just
a
like
very
chaos.
specific circumstance that I'm hoping to run into, and I will take my punishment accordingly.
Oh God.
I mean, I could intentionally set that off this season, but I'm just waiting. I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
Oh, I'm sure. I have the table officially saved now, which is fun.
What table is it?
You don't need to know.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I'll just have to do it without the speakers.
Got a table?
It was
Oh,
a
shit.
nice
Yeah,
one.
look at that.
Won't let me
No, I won't let you access.
I missed like half of that. I was trying to figure out audio and stuff.
You're good. We're doing trust falls. And the last number
Eric's
for you is
morning
number
trust
6.
fall exercise.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just have to shove this really close and then
You're-
talk super loud.
You're good.
I cannot hear you very well.
Okay. We could hear you, but
Oh, I just realized why I can't hear Jade. It's because I have her muted.
that'd be it.
That's
Okay. So, fun things. Firstly, you guys realize, there is only 7 of us, and we're pairing off. And suddenly you see Lopin step up. I got this, Concho. Mind you, the one-armed today's hand.
I'm gonna hold up my hand for the highest of 5.
Oh,
Boy,
God.
cousin.
And the one who's pairing off with him is Mr. Garrick. Alrighty. Let's see here. Otherwise, we are going to have a Varix and Raphael. We are going to have a Luis and Lil.
Yay! The dynamic duo.
We're going to have a Pelinar and a Toomey. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with the Tomahawk Baron.
What?
You, Barracks. You are the pairing.
Oh, I thought you said Tomahawk.
Yes, I did.
Mohawk.
Give me one moment. I'm still having an issue with this.
No problem.
I don't know why my Bluetooth keeps on.
Funky.
Weird. Okay.
Go to
Let's
the next
go
one.
to, I guess,
Okay, sorry.
It was Toomey Pelinar, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, you see Varix motion you to the tallest table in there, and motions for one of you to get up, and the other one to
Come on, get up.
be.
Would you
Somebody
like
get
to
up.
catch or fall first?
Don't worry, I've got you. I'll catch you.
Okay. I will very hesitantly get up on the table.
I just sit there flexing.
Yes.
Alrighty. Can I get an acrobatics from Toomey and a strength saving throw from Mr. Pelinar?
God.
Tomorrow morning.
If the second Louise sees somebody drop, he is going to disappear into the background.
Roll a stealth check.
Roll a stealth check. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Toomey and Pelinar, you guys easily enough managed to go through the trust fall without much issue. Little unwieldy there, Pelinar, but you wrangle her in and get her back on the ground.
Well, I'm basically saying
Do
if
I have
I
to
see
catch him
somebody
now?
like drop to the floor, I'm out.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you
I
said you
will
were.
leave that stealth check there, but it's not like
Yeah.
the first person that goes. I'm gonna like watch this and be like, all right, this is dope. And as soon as I see somebody crack their head, I'm out.
Do I have to
Okay.
catch him now?
Yep. That's a big
All
bitch.
right. I'm strong though.
Oh yeah, you're all strong. You've been carrying bridges
What do
for
I
4
roll?
months.
This is true. We should
Strength?
all be just like fucking.
Roll a strength save and Master Pelinar, please roll an acrobatics.
Strength save, not check.
Yeah. Strafe save, yeah. Oh well.
I have a +7.
Oh, I
Okay,
did a
okay.
strength
Needed it.
check last time, not a
Yeah,
strength save.
It doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
I'm sure it would have been slightly higher. Okay. Pelinar's a big boy, a bit awkward. As you go, you grab him, and he almost tips you. You do, but you manage to wrangle him back down. And you kind of slam him into the ground. Your ankles take a little bit of pressure there, Mr. Pelinar, as you get basically put back down on the ground. But hey, you're there.
All good.
Sorry, I don't work out as much as you.
It's fine. It's fine. If you ever want to do a joint session, let me know. Did great. I have the utmost faith in you.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Okay.
Good job. You hear a very polite round of claps, and then a one-handed clap from from good old Lopin.
How enthusiastic is it?
Hey, he can smack his forearm.
Oh shit.
Oh Lord. Okay. Next up we have Varix, the man who set it up, and Raphael. Who's going up first?
I'm falling first, okay. Oh, rock, paper, scissors.
Falling
I'm
first?
so down. I'm so down for rock, paper, scissors.
Ready? Go on, shoot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Paper,
Oh,
scissors.
fuck.
Okay, ready. Alright, I'm gonna say that you lost, so you go first.
Fuck.
I chose rock, by the way. So
I chose scissors.
IQ
So
out of rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, she did. What the fuck just happened?
alright.
It's got
So
mind
all I have
fucked.
to do is catch
Let's
From a
do.
decent height.
Yeah, and put me down nicely. Catch me and put me down nicely.
I'm gonna attempt to try and bridle catch.
Okay.
Alright? It's for theatrics.
I'd love it.
I'll just.
Leans
Oh my
over
god.
to Lol. Oi. What do you think the odds are he cracks his head open?
You said strength saving throw?
Yeah, strength save.
I
And then
think the
acrobatics.
odds are rather high, and I can't wait to watch it happen.
Not the worst dismount.
No.
I kind of make a weird
Oh,
face at
shit.
Lowell. I'm gonna be like, if that happens, you and I go to the bar.
You
Oh no.
you guys will see a very awkward looking kind of departure. Not the worst that you've ever seen. Not as bad as Pellinor, but Varix kind of lumbers down, and somehow Raphael, in all his strange elegance and grace, just picks him up bridal style and gently deposits him on the ground.
I don't know why.
It was
but that
really
made me
impressive,
feel
actually.
weird.
Such strong arms.
It's one of those where it just. Oh Lord! Alrighty, swap places.
You swapping?
We swapping. Raphael gets up on the table.
Jump.
Jump.
Don't be scared.
All right.
Jump
And
out.
then, do I have to make a save or throw on this one too, or no?
Acrobatics, please. Let's see how graceful your falling is.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to be more graceful than I saw him.
That's
Cool. It's a competition now. That's cool.
I think
You are
I'm
somehow slightly less graceful.
better at catching than pitching.
Although it is definitely not as good of a catch as it's still very competent, very steady the whole way down. He just deposits you. It wasn't bridal style though.
You could have done better.
Oh, you could have jumped a little better. It's okay. We'll try again next time.
Guys, this is team building.
Like, damn the shade.
Ignore.
Critiques are part of team building.
This is
so-
how our
After
this is
all the
how
effort
our
that I
friendship
put in
is.
to-
Okay.
Okay.
Can't believe this.
Alrighty.
She thinks
Luis Lowell.
Raphael thinks better than me.
I'm
and
jumping
better
first.
than Raphael. Okay.
And you better not drop me.
Eh.
The one person that's real from.
See,
Did
I'm
we
more
lose
worried
Jade?
about this the other way around.
If you had moved your eyebrows out of the way,
And now-
saw me coming a little bit better.
Now
but
what?
whatever. It's fine.
As you hear silent
Who's up
threats between Lowell and Luis, you hear this argument going on from the sideline.
If you didn't eat those leftovers yesterday,
Alrighty. Luis plops his ass on the table.
Well, I'm jumping first.
Oh, I know.
oh god.
Ooh. Luis, how you doing?
Do I let him fall?
I don't know. That's up to you.
No, it's
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Is that a one?
Oh, you know, I forgot. I was gonna give you guys a tally real quick, but I didn't want to do it because that's right.
I'm the
I was gonna
king of
get
net
blamed.
ones.
So
I can get
here,
nothing but
now
net
that
ones. I'm
now that
changing
the
my
first
dice.
nat one, now that the
Of
first
all
nat
the
one has
people to
been
nat
done,
one on.
now that the first nat one has been done, I just want to let you guys know we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 34. No, yeah, 34 natural ones in, and
Yeah, I'm
38 natural
changing-
20s.
I am changing the dice that I have pre-selected in D&D Beyond because I
hopes.
roll so many goddamn nat ones.
So as Lowell goes backwards, he does like the traditional trust fall, like arms across his chest as he falls back. His bald head reflects the light in the barracks, shines into Luis's eyes as his head comes back, clocks him
no.
right on the nose, immediate gushing blood. He just Lowell, you are actually surprisingly unhurt by this, but Luis just cracks his head on the ground as he falls back.
Oh, you motherfucker! You did that on purpose.
Don't forget, pain is pleasure.
I am gonna stand up and immediately try and throw hands. I'm a hothead right now. You just broke my nose after telling me not to drop him.
Holy shit.
Just hear
We
me
were
in the
fighting,
background.
He threw a headbutt.
I'll be like, oh, it looks like we're gonna have to do some extra team building classes
He
with you
wanted to
two.
see somebody's head crack open, and now he's doing this.
Oh god.
As you guys see Luis get up
I
to go
think
for
I
the
hit.
fight, you see him a little woozy. Go ahead and roll a con save as you get up.
You're yelling at what you think is him, and it's
Yeah.
just you're
Okay.
turning in the complete opposite direction. Your back's turned to him.
Uh,
You're like, you bitch.
Lil Luis just clocks you right across the cheek.
I'm gonna pull out my knife.
Oh no.
Hey.
Yeah, wait, where did you get that?
Hey.
In your ear, you just hear, no, control, do it, good, control.
I'll take a deep
Poor
breath.
Sprin.
Do I have blood on me by chance?
Back of your head,
Probably
yeah.
mine on your back.
I'll wipe the blood off the back of my head and lick it. And take a deep breath. Put my knife back.
This sick motherfucker.
Control. Control.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Bro.
In your ear, Mr. Luis, you hear, maybe don't.
I'm immediately leaving and going back to find more wood. I'm done. I'm done with this exercise.
Ah, jeez.
See, make his way out. Dusk bringers. Scary.
That motherfucker's creepy.
All
isn't
right,
he,
so then
Draco?
I'm gonna walk up to Lowell and be like, all right, let me show you how it's done, and then like have him fall this time, and then I'll catch him.
Well, he was the one who fell the
Oh,
first time.
or,
You
all
wanna
right,
follow for him?
yep, I'll fall this
Okay.
time.
Acrobatics.
let me show
Roll.
you.
You do whatever it is you want to do.
I do acrobatics, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than it's the best one so far. Yeah.
What you doing, Lowell?
I don't know. I think that was just better.
Nice. Oh, son of a bitch!
Pain is pleasure.
Fuck this guy.
Oh
This
god.
fucking guy.
Yep, we're gonna have to do some extracurriculars with you. All right.
I just look back over at Toomey. Yeah, we won.
I don't know. The bridal catch is
Hey,
pretty
I'm gonna
impressive.
slap my hand out too for a high five.
Oh, slap.
Slap.
Okay. Lastly, Lopin and Garrick.
So epic.
Don't worry, I got you. I caught plenty of guys before. Sure, they were skinny, but who cares?
Just a hard gulp in the throat, like, oh no, I got set up. I'm in some danger.
Oh god.
You dropping or catching first?
I'll catch him.
Okay.
Definitely
You know,
want to.
I bet he'd even do better with one hand tied behind his back.
Now that's just mean, but so accurate.
Hey man, you could always natural 20 the strength save.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could. No. It's a save, you said?
Yeah.
You know, I might not need to natural 20 it, to be fair. I needed to natural 20 it pretty bad. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, no, I double rolled. Thank God.
Dirty 20. Okay. Higher or lower?
I hate you. Lower.
It's impressive how bad at you this game you are.
I know, every time you've asked it, I fucking failed. I hate this
Like
game.
me, man. I am the worst at it.
You see Lopin just do an awkward, like super confident, awkward flop off the back. As you like reach up with both your hands and like kind of catch him for a second, but then he kind of flops like a fish. You see him tumble backwards. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Ah. Well, right, Daisy. Now, your turn, gone. Go on and get up there.
Is it just a simple, what is the roll again?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Wonderful. My worst one.
Okay.
To be
it's
fair, he's only got one arm. To be
it's a bit
fair,
stumbly,
Okay.
but considering he only does have one arm, he actually
I'm gonna be honest.
manages
I
to
thought you said
keep
it
you
was a bit stubbly, and I was like,
stumbly.
I know. It's just stubborn.
Stumpily.
But yeah, he manages to drag you down without too much of a too much
So what you're
pain.
saying is, he single-handedly caught you?
Uh-huh.
Well
done. Alrighty.
Shit.
Varix, your trust exercise is done. Some people are closer, some people are much further apart.
Yep. People that are further apart have marks next to their name. It's fine.
He was my best friend, and now I hate him. Now I know he did it on purpose.
Varix, what are your
Jesus.
parting words?
It was 100% my role, but he did it on purpose.
I'm not gonna name names, but there's a couple assholes in this room, and then just fucking walk out.
Just
People
go to
here.
side.
At
Maybe
this
you
point, you
failed
just
the
see me
test.
also storming back to the barracks with another chunk of wood.
It's at this point there, Mr. Varix, that you hear Appy speak up. I don't know how much camaraderie is gotten by calling people assholes.
Don't worry
But-
about it.
I'm kind of worried about it.
It's a moment of weakness. Leave me alone.
Well, if we didn't have any growing to do, then we wouldn't be together. You almost get the sense of a pat, despite the fact that he's just little peaks falling beside you.
A little bit of boost in my spirits after that. Like, oh,
Alrighty. Oh God. Well, the the morning is yours. You have afternoon duty at the palace. What do? Let's start with. Let's go bottom. Toomey, what are you doing for the morning?
Eavesdropping on people. I'm gonna go down to the bar and just see what I can hear and see.
Okay. You go
Not
down
gonna
to
drink.
the early morning bar. There are
I'm
a
not
few day
drinking.
drinkers.
Just chilling.
You're chilling. You're
Hey,
chilling.
Trace, what was the name of the homie who saved me? I'm trying to look through my notes, and I'm realizing that I must have
Dunny.
written it. Dunny.
Oh, Dunny, yes.
Yeah, because I must have written this the night that I was on painkillers. Because you have a tattoo of illegible.
Just scribbles.
Oh, it's bad.
Roll an investigation check. See if you could discern it. Anyways, okay. Toomey, perception check. Oh shoot, I forgot something actually. Oh shit. Goddamn.
Captain Nosy at it again.
Give me a minute. Now I need to find some important shit.
Natural 20.
In any case, the previous night, during a high storm, Mr. Lull, you were wrapped in a tiny room with Dalinar and Navani as he proceeded to speak out his visions. Your job, quite simple, just scribe.
Got it.
I'm running through the water. You hear Dalinar say. I'm in the Pier Lake, I think. Warm water that only comes up to the knees. No sign of land anywhere. It's dusk, though, so I can't see much. People run with me. I don't know if they're running towards something or away from it. Nothing over my shoulder that I could see. These people are obviously soldiers, though the uniforms are antiquated. Leather skirts, bronze helms, and breastplates, bare legs and arms. I'm wearing the same. There's a fortress ahead. It must not still exist. If it did, it would be famous. Looks like it was created entirely from obsidian. Flint-like stones rising towards peaked tips above. Towers like arrowheads. Stormfather, it's majestic. We're approaching another group of soldiers who stand in the water, holding spears, warding in all directions. There are perhaps a dozen of them. I'm in the company of another dozen. And yes, there's someone in the middle of them. Shardbearer. Glowing armor. One of the knights says to form up. She's female. One of my companions asks, why did he call us back? The knight says, Caleb thinks he saw something. Be alert. Let's move carefully. We're looking for something. Teams of knights and soldiers have been sent into the night to find something that was spotted. One of the other soldiers asks if I'm alright, new kid. Fine, just worried. I mean, I don't even really know what we're looking for. He says, a spren that doesn't act like it should. Keep your eyes open. Once Shah Anat touches a spren, it acts strange. Call attention to anything you see. You see Dalinar in his strange vision state nod. You see Dalinar suddenly jolt a few minutes later after some silence. That was a face in the water. One of the other knights asks, Riversprin? It looked like a shadow. Red eyes. It's here then. Ja, not spy. Caleb, run to the checkpoint, one of the other knights says. The rest of you, keep watching. You won't be able to get far without a carrier. There. You see Dalinar suddenly shout. I'm chasing a spren. It's what we've been hunting. Looks like a face, a shadowy one with red eyes. Swims through the water like a fish. Wait, there's another one joining it. Larger, like a full figure, easily 6 feet tall. A swimming person, but like a shadow. The knight just shouted that it brought an escort. You see Dalinar start to kind of jerk, as if he's making some sort of running motion. One of the soldiers just yelled thunderclast to ready hammers. You hear his voice suddenly change slightly as he starts speaking in a different language. Not one that you would recognize. You do, however, start writing down the syllables. Eventually, as you come out of it, Dalinar will look up and start speaking. I saw the figure, the one who's been creating these visions for me, the Almighty, who must not be the Almighty since he's dead. He told me it was my job to refound the Knights Radiant by any means necessary. And with that, him and Navani and Mr. Lowell compare notes for a while, and they get back to it. Alrighty. That was the night before. Now it's the morning of.
Time.
Okay. Doomy. You're chilling out at the bar, the nexus of all information, evidently.
I was in D&D, man.
Yeah. So you're looking out, watching. This is supposed to be so easy. Higher or lower there, to me?
Higher.
Okay.
Always higher.
Always higher. Always higher.
Can you take me higher?
See, now I have to give you something really important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Being nosy pays off.
Yeah, I'll think of it shortly. Next person, Raphael. What are you doing during free time? Raphael.
Is that me, right?
Yeah, free time. What do?
I think it froze up.
You have free time. What are you up
Oh,
to?
you can hear me? Oh.
Yeah.
Would enough time have passed to go and check for the letters?
It's been about 3 days, 4 days ish. The closest place that it gets into that they had what here? Well, technically a country West Vizier. You'd expect probably another couple days at least because they have to got span read it over to there, and then they had to ride a horse up and down, or do it on foot more likely. Yeah, couple more days.
Okay. I'd probably still just meander over there, see what's going on, see the people going back and forth.
You go to the central hub. Your choice. You can roll a
Watch.
perception or a investigation check. Here's where the next natural 20 comes out, and I need to give somebody else another.
Don't jinx it. Might happen.
Yeah.
I'll do perception.
Okay. Yeah. As you're going out, you will see messengers going all around the camp. Criers, actually, more likely. As they suddenly stop in kind of this central square, one of them starts making an announcement. Notably, that as of now, Dalinar Kholin, the High Prince of War, has noted or has decreed, with the approval of the King Elokar, that bridge runs will be changed. They will be paired off with another designated High Prince, at which point they will jointly assault a plateau, and the spoils will be separated and given to the crown before being redistributed.
Interesting.
Thinking of the implications of this, you're like, oh shit, the war games are about to explode. Yeah. No wonder he needed bodyguards.
Yep.
But yeah,
I'm
that's
just
kind of the high level.
The people watching that in the back of my mind's like, okay, they're gonna be tense.
Tense. Alrighty. Pelinar, free time in the
Yes.
morning. What do?
Free time in the morning. So I was already working now. Did our trust fall? I guess I'm just gonna
looking at the fucking chat.
meander around. I don't know, just kind of search around the camp for nothing specific to do. Just see if anything catches my eye. Go for a
Alright.
walk, basically.
Roll an investigation check as you
Going
meander.
for a walk.
Go for a walk. Go for a walk.
Oh dear God! And Frank accidentally lost his other
Oof.
eye. It's a nice walk.
Double EH.
You're going for a walk.
I'm going for a walk.
You went for a walk. Congrats. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna take a nap.
All right. Before it's wise. Before you go on your long ass guard duty. All right,
Exactly.
Mr. Lowell, what are you up to?
Is anybody training, like, are any of the shard bearers training?
You can meander over there.
Yeah, I'd like to go watch and meditate.
Where's my
Practice
bald-headed friend?
control.
Oh, he's way down there. Alrighty. As you go off, you do see There are a few of the camp's High Lord, light-eyed children doing some sparring with what's familiar to you. They're basically lint shard blades, but they have a kind of special material that's put over the actual bladed portion of them, which makes them blunt. It's a removable deal. And yeah, you see a couple of the light eyes doing some sparring.
All right, I'm gonna meditate and practice control.
All right, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay. It is more successful than it is negative, as you have a few moments where your thoughts are interrupted as you kind of go back to that field, the Parshendi, watching you spill their strange orange blood on the ground. And then you go back to your mantra of control. 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 Very good. Alrighty. Luis, you are carving. What are you carving?
Well, I think I'm going back and forth between two.
By the way, Luis. Okay.
I'm gonna do a like a Herdes priest. Like
Okay. By the way, congratulations, sir. You have actually progressed decently far on your path. Higher or lower?
oh, I'm so bad at this game. I'm
Higher.
gonna go
Welcome to
Brandon's
my
roll
world,
and go
buddy.
higher.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes!
oh,
God.
oh,
So amazing.
oh.
No big fucking deal. Just saying.
Fucking absolute dick.
Okay. Interesting. Good to know. Alrighty. Performance with advantage, please.
Bro, another one.
Jesus Christ.
Well, okay
My-
then.
My nat 20s are for art and art alone.
Yeah, for real.
You make yourself a perfect little sculpture of a Herdasian priest. They're a little less formalized than your traditional Vorin priesthood artistry. But hey, it is spot on. Makes you feel at home. So now you got yourself a strange little spiral head. You got yourself a nice scenic background, a white spine, and a priest.
Yep. We're gonna make a collection.
As you do, roll an Arcana check, please.
Come on, dice. Not terrible. Not good though.
Just good enough to get you into trouble. You feel yourself suddenly start to sink as instead of in dream form, your actual body kind of slips into that strange sphere plane, and you're sinking, and you're sinking, and you're sinking. Oh shit!
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna start panic swimming.
Roll an athletics check.
Yep.
Yup.
20s are for art and art alone.
As you start to panic swim, you are sinking further and further, and you're getting disoriented. You actually don't really know which way is up or down as the little marbles start filling your mouth. Roll another Arcana check, please.
Art and art alone.
Man, not quite enough to get back home. But you are prodding around. Your finger, it touches something. What is that? Looks like a bed. What are you doing? There's a little bead that's giving you a mental image of a bed.
I'm gonna I'm grabbing onto like the post of it.
No, you are touching the tip of your finger is touching a bead that is giving you the mental image of a bed.
I'm. I don't know. Weirder things have happened, so let's see. Let's see if I do this or not. I can't. God, there's so many ways I can do this. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess just like try and go head first into the bed.
It's a tiny bead.
Oh, it's a tiny bead.
There's
Oh,
a
okay.
marble. It's a marble about that big that your finger is currently touching as you're sinking.
Can I grab and squeeze it?
Sure, you grab it. It is in your hand. You still have the mental image of bed.
All right. Well, I'm gonna then toss that marble and grab another marble. There's got to be a marble that helps me, right?
Oh shit. Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. As you begin to panic and kind of search around, you feel yourself suddenly get this sharp jolt of energy as you are back on the floor right next to your carvings.
What?
You felt like you were about to drown.
What the bloody storms was that? Rogo, buddy, are you here?
Connection deepening.
What in the bloody storms does that mean? Connection deepening. I'm making this carving trying to remind me of home, pick my spirits up, and next thing you know, I'm drowning.
Jesus, there's so many people. Mm.
What are those beads, Rogo?
Roll an intelligence check.
Should be decent at these.
As you think of what you saw, you look over to your left, and you see that exact same bed.
Oh, are those beads just fragments of what I'm seeing around me?
Shadesmar. Cognitive plane.
Or are you saying I need to spend more time thinking of this? Not much of a chatty guy today, Rogo. What should we do the rest of the day?
Art deepens the connection. Maybe do that? Or don't if want to not drown.
Are you saying that I can't do my favorite hobby if I don't want to drown?
No, just saying one leads to other. Maybe.
Rogo, I'm getting some mixed signals from you, buddy. First you say do art, now you're saying don't do art, you drown. I'm getting a bit confused myself.
Humans are contradictions. Want to lie to selves, but create better bonds. This is what art does.
Well, yeah, it connects me with my past. As you can see here, I've got a beautiful scene that I've seen in my dream, and then some things from my homeland.
Yes. Getting closer to the memories increases the bond, but also will hurt. Those
Well,
are
if it's
dark.
gonna hurt, I better get pissed. What do you say? You and I go to the bar and then knock out a few more of these bad boys.
Have guard duty.
Hey, there's always after.
Okay. Mm.
All right. Well, I am gonna start heading back out, but before I do, I'm going to write motherfucker. I'm gonna carve it on Lol's bed.
Oh god, it's great. You always find a way to get into trouble. It's great. I love this.
Nobody's gonna
Never,
know it was
Oh
me.
no, I'm not talking about that.
Nobody's no.
could never
I
come
would-
back to get you there with that. It'd be
No,
great.
I'm talking about the whole slipping into Shadesmar thing.
Hey, you know what? You were like, hey, you need an artistic talent, and I was
Oh, yeah.
like, you know what? This will be great. I can
Yeah,
do
you did,
this
buddy.
anytime I sit down, and now it's killing me.
No,
I'm
not
drowning.
necessarily.
I'm drowning in a pool of emotions.
Lord, okie dokie. Garrick, what are you up to on your morning off?
Do 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 phenomena. Do 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 do. Hey, getting better at it. I'm like really good at drawing these things now.
Which one are you drawing?
Let's go with the second one because that one's the one that I always kind of I still look at my version of it that I have in the book and laugh at where it's the person in the woods.
Alrighty. As you guys are walking by, you see Mr. Garrick just using a stick, drawing into the crim again.
Do what I do.
And he actually comes up with a halfway decent rendition of what looks like a figure. So there's an actual humanoid figure, and then there's kind of a larger sweeping figure behind them that almost seems spiritus. And then there's trees that kind of surround them on all sides, and then kind of a water brook. Varix, as you go by, intelligence check with advantage.
Okay.
I get to do.
I'm
I get
negative
someone to do
1. Let's
these?
do it.
Someone's here for this?
Natural 0.
Oh.
Oh shit. Varix, this is a very familiar site. You've seen this
Oh, that's
site
good or
yourself.
I've seen this.
You've seen this. Yeah,
We've seen this communist music starts playing.
and you know when.
Barracks will remember that.
No. In game, he'll remember.
Brandon won't.
There you go.
What are you doing with this information?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I thought I was just walking by.
I mean, yeah. If you just want to keep on walking by, that is your prerogative,
You
brother.
can go ahead and walk that way.
All right. Well, can I go beyond that? Can I see if I notice anything? Like anything
Anything where?
different? What I'm looking at? What am I? What exactly am I walking by?
You're looking at a drawing in the crim that good old Garrick is currently doing, and it reminds you a lot of your situation where you.
Apparently, you have a situation.
Oh. Oh.
In fact, it's like the exact same site.
I'm gonna go ask him what he's doing then, or where he learned that symbol
Not so much a symbol, just a scene, but yes.
or a scene.
Something I must not forget.
What do you mean?
Nothing more.
Anymore?
It's something I must not forget.
Well, this is familiar to me. Why is this familiar to me?
I shrug because I don't fucking know.
What can't you forget about this?
Roll.
I'm trying to think of how I could say it.
Varix, you are aware that sometimes there's some memory fucky wucky with that whole situation.
This is a team bonding moment.
Yours was, interestingly enough, not taken away, which is neat.
Okay. Well, what if I share the information that I know about it? Do you think that'll jog your memory?
Frog?
Fuck me. All right. Well,
Story
all right. Let's go sit down for a second.
Have a little sit down talk.
Come here, buddy. We got to find a bench, and I got an old man talk.
Oh no, he's mansplaining.
Talking no jutsu.
Not the Takano Jutsu.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I don't really feel like I know that much, but
Okay, so since you're sharing regardless, it doesn't matter too much. So there's a Night Watcher, of course. She is the individual who will generally grant a wish, but she will take something from you in return, a boon and a bane, as it were. And typically, the individual going into it does not know what their bane will be. You know what yours ended up being. You don't know what his boon or bane was. So, interestingly enough, you do remember seeing the secondary figure, too, which is not typically described in the stories.
so I think you lost your memories. That's your bane.
Perhaps.
Now we just gotta figure out what you wished for.
Well, I have a feeling it has a lot to do with these, and I'll kind of just point to the picture that I've drawn into the crowd. That's why I can never forget them. God, we got so many natural 20s in a matter of seconds. It's really nice.
That is pretty great. All right, well, I don't think I have anything else I want to talk to him about.
You did see the secondary picture before, which was the figure on what looks like a disc with 9 shadows.
9 shadows. Okay.
In any case,
It was a good talk. No, I'm just gonna keep going.
good talk, bud. Good talk.
Kind of useless, but it's fine. Don't say that out loud.
Oh, Lord. Alrighty. Back to Toomey. Important shit, huh? God. It's barely, and I mean barely visible as you look out and you see a figure in what looks like kind of a darker cloak, but there are shades of white that barely tuft out on the sides of it. The way that they step, strange, elegant grace to it. Determinism. You feel compelled to follow this individual.
Okay.
Roll a stealth check, please.
Here comes that nat 1, guys.
I'm waiting all night for it.
As you begin following this figure through the crowd, you see them kind of casually looking to the sides, their hood downcast most of the time. And then finally, as they begin to turn see what appear to be very familiar eyes through one of your visions. Large shin eyes, completely hairless head. You recognize this figure as the assassin in white.
Ooh.
He's fucking here?
Is he looking at me?
Not currently. You just caught a glimpse of him as he looked down an alleyway.
Where are we in town? We're
You
right by
are
the
in
bars.
the middle of a crowd as you followed him out.
Gonna keep following him casually.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Got flashbacks to the Lightbringer campaign where someone tried to stalk after the big bad. Cough, cough.
Okay. You managed to follow him
Give me a fun
on further as he actually starts going north, kind of towards the outskirts, where you see him look up at the palace, kind of observing the external parts of it.
Ruh-roh.
Are you continuing your spying?
Yes.
Stealth check. You'll see him go ahead and begin traversing between Dalinar's and the next war camp as he seems to scout the pathways into and out of the the palace. And where normally you would have to roll another stealth check, you get to skip that one because of the natural 20. As you continue to follow him around, he will go around towards the kind of further left-hand side, almost bridging on the next war camp, as he looks up at the palace, which is just what appears to be carved into the stone of kind of the upper meeting point between two craters. Roll a perception check. Okay. You see him looking at this side of the building, but you can't really determine what exactly he's looking at. It's at this point that the crowd is kind of thinning out a bit. You keeping it going?
He's moving like away from Dalinar's camp
At the moment.
into the next one, or is he more circling around the castle?
No, he's started to move into the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna head back and see if I can find Kaladin.
Okay. You begin running your jolly ass backward as as you find Kaladin kind of going over what looks like morning reports. You see Syl boredly, kind of looking down at him from. She's kind of on the wall to the left, just kind of stood there in midair, just looking over at him. Cal, can we please do something exciting?
Boy, Syl, do I have news for you.
I was about to say, boy, oh boy, did you show up at the right time.
Oh, hey, Timmy. You see him rub his eyes as he stands up. What's going on?
Meta question.
Mm-hmm.
We
Pretty
only know
good.
about the white assassin from like our visions and shit, right?
Specifically, the visions. You watched him kill two nobles, and of
Oh,
course,
no.
everybody knows about him from the assassination of Gavilar.
And when I was in the camp last session, I heard about the white assassin, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I was just chilling at the bar.
A little early for day drinking, but
I wasn't day drinking. I was eavesdropping.
enough.
And I am fairly certain I saw the white assassin strolling through the camp, scouting out the palace. Palace?
And you're certain it was the assassin in white.
Are you certain? The very fast beating of my heart makes me feel very certain.
And
Pretty fair argument.
where did you lose him?
Up north. Can I just tell him where?
Yeah, he's heading
By
into the other war camp.
there and
It's
there
fine.
and that.
You
yeah.
guys are at the basically end of the line of war camps, anyways. Okay. Well, we'll have to.
Can I describe what he looked like too, with the cloak and everything?
Yeah. Okay. We'll send out a notice to any of our guards to keep an eye out for this individual. I'm gonna have to get to that guard training for shard blades as soon as possible. Then, most likely, God, I'll have Harold's off to do it tomorrow. Can't cancel the palace. It's an important meeting. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I will act accordingly.
Now I'm actually gonna go to the bar and have a drink.
I mean, fair. Literally just ousted the man that killed us at the beginning of the campaign.
Single strike? Single strike.
I was legitimately nervous rolling those stealth checks.
Yeah, no, that was concerning. Luis, as you are day drinking, you walk in and see Toomey looking kind of wide-eyed as she goes up to the bar and
A
just
little more pale.
downs a full drink.
You look like you could use another one of those, and I kind of signal to the bartender.
Okay.
You'll see Atra look up. Is it just me, or was that kind of reckless?
The
Was
day
what
drinking?
kind of reckless?
No, the chasing after the magical assassin.
It could
I
be
don't think
construed
I've
as
hit enough
reckless,
of
I
these today.
believe.
What's that? Well,
It
no,
could be construed as reckless.
Uh-huh.
Should we work on our hand signals?
Yes, that was the issue.
I'm just gonna kind of look back and forth and be like, I clearly have not. Into myself, I'm just thinking, I clearly have not drank enough because this conversation is going so far over my head.
You see Atra pause. His shoulders seem to sag as he sighs. Yeah, we could work on this.
Jesus.
Roll an intelligence check.
I don't think I need an intelligence check to know Atra doesn't like me.
I don't know. It's about how good the signals are.
No. They're right.
That's a save. Just a regular check.
Oh shit. I mean, they're both +0. Oof.
Okay. Okay, they're competent. You know, I'll go off the
Sure.
10 since it's the same roll. They're basic. You know, it's kind of a caw, over here type deal.
Variation of whistling.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start
Touching our
trying to
nose.
mimic the hand signals like it's a drinking game.
She's just going to the rhythm of her own beat, man.
Oh man.
Jesus. Okay, that's it. Y'all are going to guard duty.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alrighty. As you guys go up, it takes about an hour to walk between Dalinar's war camp and the palace. As you start making your way up it, you will see the palace is again basically just carved into stone with a bunch of switchbacks leading up to it. It's a fairly defensible position, built pretty darn high. As you go up, there's some grand foyers, some rooms. There's a kitchen area kind of down to the left-hand side with a tunnel that kind of runs parallel to the outside wall. And what you're told is essentially a emergency escape route. There's an exit through there to the backs, to the switchbacks. There's a couple guards from the King's Guard posted, and you all start making your way up to the main area where there is an audience chamber, and this is where most of the meetings will be held. You see a couple things. Number one, there are heating fabrials and what used to be fireplace hearths on the left and right. There is a exit to the outside balcony. There's a balcony that basically wraps around the entire left and right side of this. There are heralds that are depicted on the stained glass, or rather not stained glass, just reliefs on the wall. Some glowing spheres. You see Adolin, Renarin, Elokar, General Call, one of Dalinar's generals. Dalinar and Navani currently relaxed in the room, along with General Call's wife, who appears to be in the scribing table. You see two of the King's Guard currently posted, and you will see Kaladin start to make his way through the room as he explores. There's this new token, by the way.
Hey,
Who's that?
It's Kaladin.
Kaladin.
New token.
I'm gonna lean over to Varix and just be like, "You should try one of them trusty falls off of this balcony for suggesting that earlier."
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Your suggestions are very well prized.
Maybe we'll do it there next.
All right, but
You can be the
but
one to blame for
Lol-
everyone having to do it.
Lol goes first. He can totally trust me to catch him this time.
I don't know why I don't believe you, but I don't believe you.
Well, I will say that I'm lying, so I'll roll a deception. But I feel like
Oh.
Who walked it?
You guys will see Kaladin have a private conversation with Dalinar. Toomey, you're presuming that it was about your information. As you will start to walk up, initially, I forgot about this one. You'll see not you, my friend, you, my friend. Moash go up to some of the guards who are light eyes, and they'll have what appears to be a exchange with Mr. Kaladin. Kaladin looks down. Soldier. It's kind of an interesting situation. So since Kaladin's a captain, he's above these men in the sense of military, but not in the social sense. So it's kind of an awkward middle ground. You'll see the man look up at him. I heard you held a bridge practically by yourself against hundreds of Parshendi. How'd you do that? You notice the distinct lack of sir when he is speaking to Kaladin. You want to find out? You hear Moash snap from behind. We could show you, personally. Hush. You hear Kaladin say, glaring at Moash, and turning back to the soldier. I got lucky. That's it. Suppose that makes sense. You see Kaladin wait pointedly. Sir. You see him nod and start waving you all closer in. Why'd you cut me off like that? You hear Moash demand. Because you were in the wrong. You're a soldier now, Moash. You're going to have to learn to act like one. And that means not provoking fights. I'm not going to scrape and bow before Light Eyes Cal. Not anymore. I don't expect you to scrape, but I do expect you to watch your tongue. Bridge 4 is better than any petty jibes they could throw at us or any threats. You see Moash fall back as Kaladin goes and has a conversation with Dalinar. Then as he returns, you'll see Moash kind of move up to him. I'm sorry. You're right. You see Kaladin smile. I'm not going to pretend like I don't hate them, but I'll be civil. We have a duty. We'll do it well. Better than anyone expects. We're Bridge 4. Good man. You see Kaladin nod. All right. So let's see here. You guys will see Kaladin kind of do a circle of the room as he examines the interior and exterior. He looks out onto the balcony, which again wraps around this whole front chamber area. Also, this is a weird fucking song to be playing right now. So. Oh, that was the end of the queue. I see. That's why. Yeah, he will do a full sweep as he kind of examines the room. As he looks over, you guys will hear the king speak up. I don't recognize these gods, uncle. They're new. There's no other way onto that balcony, soldier. It's 100 feet in the air. As Kaladin looks out. Good to know. Drehi joined Moash out on the balcony there. Let's see here. Pelinar, Raphael, Luis, Lul. Why don't you guys go ahead and join them out on the balcony as well?
Yep.
As you all salute and make your way out. I just said there was no way to reach that balcony from the outside. Then that, sir, is the way I would try to get in. If I wanted to, at least, sir. You guys, those of you who are still inside, Luis and Garrick, and Toomey, you'll see Dalinar smile. Kind of an amusement. You see the king start nodding. Good, good. Are there any other ways into this room, Your Majesty? Secret entrances, passages, that sort of thing. If there were, I wouldn't want people to know about them. My men can't keep this room safe if we don't know what to guard. If there are passages that nobody's supposed to know about, then those are immediately suspect. If you share them with me, I'll only use my officers in guarding them. You see the king staring at Kaladin for a moment before turning to Dalinar. I like this one. Why haven't you put him in charge of your guard before? I haven't had the opportunity. You see Dalinar look over and study Kaladin. His eyes had a strange depth to them. Oh, wait. He steps over and puts a hand on Kaladin's shoulder, pulling him aside. Wait, is that a captain's insignia on a Dark Eyes? When did this start happening? You see Dalinar not answer as he walks Kaladin to the side of the room. Where did he go? There we go. To me, Garrick and Luis. Perception check, please. Let's see how nosy the nosy people are. It's not very nosy. Not very nosy. Super nosy.
Very
Right
fitting.
on cue.
You'll to me, being the individual you naturally are, you do indeed go over and do some dropping of eaves. The king is very worried about assassins. You should know this. A healthy paranoia makes the job easier for his bodyguards, sir. I didn't say it was healthy. You see him kind of stop for a second. You call me sir. The common address is Bright Lord. I'll use that term if you command it, sir. You see Kaladin meet Dalinar's eyes. But sir is an appropriate address, even for Light Eyes, if you're your direct superior. I'm a high prince. Speaking frankly, every man I've ever called Bright Lord has betrayed me. A few men I've called sir still have my trust to this day. I use one much more reverently than the other, sir. You're an odd one, son. The normal ones are dead in the chasms, sir. Sadius saw that. Well, have your men on the balcony guard further to the side, where they can't hear through the windows. I'll wait with the men in the hall then, sir. You see Kaladin start to go back as Dalinar grabs his arm. I didn't order that. Guard the doors on the inside. Pick one of your men that you can trust to keep quiet about the situation. I want you to hear what we're planning. Just don't repeat it outside this room. Yes, sir. 4 more people are coming to the meeting. My son's General Call, Brightness Tashev, Call's wife. They may enter. Anyone else should be kept back until the meeting is over. You see Dalinar return to conversation. As Kaladin comes over to you, immediately sees Toomey looking around the corner subtly. Yeah, not you. As he looks over to Louise. Not you either. Looks to Garrick.
Motherfucker.
You could keep quiet.
Remembers the other day, like, has a 1,000-yard stare moment of just the guy being chopped up and just being told, hey, can you keep quiet, and just
Alrighty. He instructs you to go ahead and take post right on that wall there. Keep an ear
what I
out.
do. This is what I do.
Kaladin will go out to the balcony real quick. Make sure that the folks there are told to position away from the windows, just so that they can't overhear anything. Luis and Toomey, you are left with the Kingsguard to make sure that nobody makes their way into or out of the meeting outside of the 4 individuals expected. Kaladin seems to want to explain something to you, and then kind of sighs as he says, "Don't
To
let
me?
anybody." Yeah, Toomey and Luis. He sighs. Let Dalinar's sons in and General Call and his wife, but don't let anybody else in unless Dalinar would agree that it was prudent to let that individual in. Okay,
Noted.
good. He kind of searches both your eyes just to make sure
Just for any hint.
just sees the dead eyes of Louis. Yeah, you guys got this. He turns back around and makes his way to his position. Alrighty. Those on the outside. Perception check.
You're trying to perceive if Lol is going to throw somebody off that ledge.
Probably you.
I'm not up there.
Yeah, he is.
If I was sent up there with him, I would have not so quietly asked for a different assignment.
He could still throw you off.
Accurate.
Just give him time.
I'm very sneaky, so
You won't even hear
I
him
don't
coming.
yeah.
He was my best buddy. Now I don't trust him.
We
I'm gonna have
might
to
all be
start putting my
fighters, but
wood
he's definitely
shavings
the
in a
rogue.
pile under one spot of his bunk, so there's just a lump.
Varric's perception.
Man, I ain't perceived shit.
No. Once again, you guys are just kind of slack-jawed, looking at the landscape. Lol, you look over at Varix, of course, who's by you again. You give him another tap. Just to be like, come on, man. Roll another perception check there, Varix. Let's see if you do better this time.
You got my
please
back.
Be 10 again. Please be 10 again.
That's what happened last time. I got an 11. It rolled.
Oh.
It's a 10 on the dice.
You see him become
Never meant to be.
a percentage point more actively.
There's one extra
participating and
brain
watching.
on my head somewhere.
Hey, Varix. You want
Yes.
to go over that ledge there?
No, I don't.
I suggest you start to pay attention.
Ooh.
No,
Oh, Lord.
I'm trying.
It's
I even have.
hard. I
Yeah.
have ADHD, bro. It's not my fault.
Oh, Jesus. As you start to look around, there, Mr. Lull, you start thinking. You're like, how would I kill someone?
Oh my god.
That's a red flag in itself.
You're like,
Like I said, we might all be fighters, but he's definitely the rogue.
You kind of look at the railing here. It's soulcast, so it was originally carved in wood and then soulcast into stone.
It's just lazy.
If someone were to lean against that and it was not structurally stable, there's no way they would survive a 100-foot fall.
When the
Doesn't
DM
look like-
suddenly suggests a murder plan.
I'm
He is a
starting to
bodyguard.
think more and more he's not a rogue and secretly a necromancer about to do horrible rituals with our bodies.
He is a bodyguard who is trying to establish areas where the fucking proxies could possibly be assassinated.
I'm trying to be good at my job, okay?
I think you're doing great.
In any case, yeah, as you're out there, you're thinking, well, if I was to try to kill somebody and I could make it subtle enough, that's how I would probably do it.
Can I go check the railing and see if it
Sure.
Yep. Give?
That's how Lowell accidentally died.
You start checking the integrity of the railing, and for now, everything looks
I like how you said for now.
fine. We'll see. Life is about to change, Ed boy.
Life finds a
I'll give
way.
Lowell candy anytime I can.
Hey man, I got you a Twix bar.
Left or right Twix?
Does not matter. Anyways, Renarin, General Call, all of those guys start making their way in, and you should be all good on that end. Garrick, as the meeting gets started, you'll see Adolin plop down onto the couch, kind of adjacent to the main discussion that's going on. Shouldn't that one wait outside? You see Adolin nod to the two of you. What we're doing is going to put me in direct danger. You see Dalinar go to kind of an attentive stance with hands clasped behind his back. I want them to know the details. It may be important to their job. You see Dalinar not looking to either Adolin or the pair of bodyguards. You see Adolin walk up, take Dalinar by the arm, and speak to him in a hushed tone. Not quite so soft that you guys can't hear, though. We barely know them. We have to trust some people, Adolin. If there's 2 people in this army I could guarantee aren't working for Sadius, it's those ones. You see, and as he turns and glances at the 2 of you. Garrick, you look over at Kaladin and you see him kind of considering the moment where he went and saved him from the Parshendi. You could distinctly note that he was glowing with faint stormlight, but it'd be
Not
hard to
normal.
spot if you weren't used to it. So he's kind of, you imagine he's wondering whether or not Dalinar knows, especially considering the situation. In any case,
Fine situation.
you'll see Dalinar continue on as Adolin throws up his hands and walks to the other side of the room, muttering something to his brother. You see Kaladin remaining in position, standing comfortably at parade rest. You get an air of spoiledness from Mr. Adolin. Reports as General Call kind of takes his seat. I suspect you know what you'll hear, Bright Lord. You see his wife Teshev speak up. They're irate. They sincerely hoped you would reconsider the command, and sending it out to the public has provoked them. High Prince Hatham was the only one to make a public announcement. He plans to, and I quote, see that the king is dissuaded from this reckless and ill-advised course. You see Gavilar sigh as he kind of slinks down further into his seat. Renarin sits down immediately, as did the general. You see Dalinar remains standing. Uncle, did you hear that reaction? It's a good thing you didn't go so far as you had considered to, proclaiming that they must follow the codes or face seizure of assets. We'd be in the middle of a rebellion. That will come. I still wonder if I should have announced it all at once, but when you've got an arrow stuck in you, it's sometimes best just to yank it out in one pull. Garrick, you immediately think of Lul, who almost died by doing the exact same thing. And you see Kaladin automatically kind of subtly shaking his head.
Like, that's a terrible idea, but all right.
Yeah, you kind of figure it's best not to
I'm not going to say
challenge.
shit.
Yeah, you could see both you and him are like, it's best not to.
We
pick
both
apart
want
the
to say
Bright Lords.
something, but at this point, it's just not worth our lives.
Best not to pick apart the Bright Lord's metaphors. Oh, God. Storms, what a ghastly image. Do you have to say such things, Uncle? I already fear we'll be dead before the week is out. Your father and I survived worse than this. You had allies then. 3 high princes for you and 6 against? And you never fought any of them at the same time. If the high princes unite against us, General Call said, we would not be able to stand firm. We'll have no choice but to rescind this proclamation, which will weaken the throne considerably. You see the king lean back, hand to his forehead. Jezreel, this is going to be a disaster. You'd see Kaladin raise an eyebrow off to the side. He seems to be whispering something to himself, as he often does.
Man talks to himself a lot.
You presume it's to Syl, which you have seen / heard about. We need to secure allies. You hear Adolin say, form a coalition. Sadius will gather one, so we counter him with our own. Dividing the kingdom in 2. I don't see how a civil war would serve the throne, particularly one we're unlikely to win. This could be the end of Elethkar as a kingdom. Elethkar ended as a kingdom centuries ago. The thing we have created is not Elethkar. Elethkar was justice. We are children wearing our father's cloak. But, Uncle, at least the kingdom is something more than it has been in centuries. If we fail here, then we fracture back into 10 warring princedoms. It'll negate everything that my father worked for. This isn't what your father worked for, son. This game on the Shattered Plains, this nauseating political farce, this isn't what Gavilar envisioned. The Everstorm comes. What? See Dalinar turn away from the window, finally walking towards the others and resting his hand on Navani's shoulder. We're going to find a way to do this, or we're going to destroy the kingdom in the process. I won't suffer this charade any longer. Garrick, you notice Kaladin folding his arms and tapping one finger against his elbow.
I'm just keeping an eye out.
Roll a perception check.
Could I? Never mind. I'd prefer they're the same.
Only because you're so close to him, you can barely make out what Kaladin is whispering towards Syl. Dalinar acts like he's the king, and everyone else does as well. You'll see the king sigh as he kind of slinks even further down into his chair. You've obviously got a plan, Uncle. Well, out with it. The drama is tiring. What I really want to do is beat the lot of them senseless. That's what I'd do to new recruits who weren't willing to obey orders. I think you'll have a hard time spanking obedience into the High Prince's uncle. You see you see the king rubbing his chest absently for some reason. It's at this point that, interestingly enough, you hear Kaladin speak up. You need to disarm them. You see all eyes in the room turned towards him. Brightness to Shev gave him a frown. You see Dalinar nod towards him. Soldier, you have a suggestion? Your pardon, sir. And your pardon, your majesty. But if a squad is giving you trouble, the first thing you do is separate its members, split them up, stick them in better squads. I don't think you could do that here. I don't know how we'd break apart the High Princes. I doubt we could stop them from associating with one another. Perhaps if this war were won, I could assign them different High Princes of different duties, send them off, then work on them individually. But for the time being, they're trapped here. Well, the second thing you do with troublemakers is disarm them. They're easier to control if you make them turn in their spears. It's embarrassing. It makes them feel like recruits again. So, I don't know, maybe take their troops away from them? You see Dalinar consider for a second. We can't, I'm afraid. The soldiers swore alliance to their light eyes, not to the crown specifically. It's only the High Princes who have sworn to the crown. However, I think you are thinking around the right lines. You see him squeeze Navani's shoulder. For the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to decide how to approach this problem. You see Navani say, as Dalinar kind of is prompted back in. My gut tells me I need to treat the High Princes, the entire light-eyed population of Alethkar, like new recruits in need of discipline. He came to me and we talked. We can't actually bust the High Princes down to a manageable rank as much as Dalinar would like to do just that. Instead, we need to lead them. Believe that they're going to take it all from them if they don't shape up. This proclamation will make them mad. I want them mad. I want them thinking about the war, their place here. I want to remind them of Gavilar's assassination. If I could push them to act more like soldiers, even if it starts with them taking up arms against me, then I might just be able to persuade them. I can reason with soldiers. Regardless, a big part of this will involve the threat that I'm going to take away their authority and power if they don't use it correctly. And that begins, as Captain Kaladin suggested, with disarming them. Disarming the High Princes? What foolishness is this? It's not foolishness. We can't take their armies from them, but we can do something else. You see him turn towards his son. Adolin, I intend to take the lock off your scabbard. You see Adolin frown, consider for a moment, and then a very wide grin splits his face. You mean you're letting me duel again? For real? Yes. For the longest time, I've forbidden him from any important bouts, as the codes prohibit duels of honor amongst officers at war. More and more, however, I've come to realize that others don't see themselves as being at war. We're playing a game. It's time to allow Adolin to duel the camp's other shard bearers in official bouts. So he can humiliate them? It wouldn't be about humiliation. It would be about depriving them of their shards. The High Princes would have a hard time fighting against us if we controlled all the shard blades and plates in the army. Adolin, I want you to challenge shard bearers and other High Princes to duels of honor, the prizes being the shards themselves. They won't agree to it. They'll refuse the bouts. We'll just have to make sure they agree. Find a way to force them or shame them into the fights. I've considered that this would probably be easier if we could ever track down where Wit ran off to. What happens if the lad loses? This plan just seems too unpredictable. We'll see. This is only part of what we'll do, the smaller part, but also the most visible. Adolin, everyone tells me how good you are at dueling, and you've pestered me incessantly to relax my prohibition. There are 30 shard bearers in the army, not counting our own. Can you defeat that many men? Can I? I'll do it without breaking a sweat, so long as I can start with Sadius himself. No. Sadius won't accept a personal challenge, though eventually bringing him down will be our goal. We start with some of the lesser shard bearers and work our way up to him. You notice, Garrick, that the others in the room seem somewhat troubled, including Brightness Stefani, who drew her lips into a line and glanced at Adolin. She seems as if she's in on Dalinar's plan, but doesn't love the idea of her nephew dueling. But she didn't say so. As Dalinar indicated, this won't be our entire plan. Hopefully Adolin's duels won't need to go far. They are meant mostly to inspire worry and fear, to apply pressure to some factions that are working against us. The greater part of what we must do will entail a complex and determined political effort to connect with those who can be swayed to our side. Navani and I will work on persuading the High Princes of the advantages of a truly unified Alethkar. Though the Stormfather knows, I'm less certain of my political acumen than Adolin is of his dueling. It is what we must be. If Adolin is to be the stick, then I must be the feather. There will be assassins, Uncle. I don't think Khal is right. I don't think Alethkar will be shattered immediately. The High Princes will have come to like the idea of being one kingdom, but they also like their sport, their fun, their gym hearts. So they'll send assassins. Quietly at first, and probably not directly at me or you. But our families, Sadius and the others, will try to hurt us, make us back down. Are you willing to risk your sons on this? My mother? Yes, you are right. I hadn't. But yes, that's how they'll think. You're still willing to go through with the plan? I have no choice. You see Dalinar turning away and walking back towards the window. Then at least tell me this. What's your endgame, Uncle? What do you want out of all this? In a year, if we survive this fiasco, what do you want us to be? See Dalinar put his hands on the thick stone windowsill as he stares out. It almost feels like he could see something that the rest of you could not, Garrick. They'll have us be what we were before, son. A kingdom that could stand through storms. A kingdom that is a light and not a darkness. It will have truly unified Alethkar with High Princes who are loyal and just. It will have more than that. You see him tap the windowsill. I'm going to refound the Knights Radiant. You see Kaladin almost drop his spear in shock, though everybody else seems generally not to be looking at you guys. The Radiance? Are you mad? You're going to try to rebuild a sect of traitors who gave us over to the Voidbringers? Look, the rest of this sounds great, Father. You see Adolin step forward. I don't know about the Radiance a lot, but you see them differently than everybody else. I wouldn't go and announce that you want to emulate them. You see the king just groan and bury his face in his hands. People are wrong about them. And even if they're not, the original Radiance, the ones instituted by the Heralds, are something even the Voron Church admits were once moral and just. We need to remind the people that the Knights Radiant, as an order, stood for something grand. If they hadn't, they wouldn't have been able to fall, as the stories claim they did. But why? What's the point? It is what I must do. You see Dalinar hesitate. I'm not completely certain why yet, only that I've been instructed to do it. As a protection and a preparation for what's coming. A storm of some sort. Perhaps it's as simple as the other High Princes turning against us. I doubt that, but perhaps. Father, this is well and good, and maybe you could change people's perceptions on the Radiant, but Ishtar's soul, Father. They could do things we could not. Simply naming someone a Radiant won't give them fanciful powers like the stories. The Radiants were about more than just what they could do. They were about an ideal, the kind of ideal we're lacking these days. We may not be able to reach for the ancient surge bindings, the power they had, but we can seek to emulate the Radiance in other ways. I'm set on this. Do not try to dissuade me. Getting a general temperature of the room, the others did not seem particularly convinced there, Mr. Garrick. You see Kaladin narrowing his eyes. He seems to be wondering whether or not Dalinar saw him wield the Stormlight or not. Kind of shakes his head subtly. Suddenly the words start flashing through your head there, Mr. Garrick. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. Words that you didn't fully understand yet. You doubted anybody quite did at the moment. But you saw Kaladin do incredible things. And you wondered, with half a mind, why in the world he didn't just stand up, suck the Stormlight out of one of those hearths, and reveal himself right now. And yet he did not. The meeting continues to progress, and they start to discuss just general strategy for goading other high princes into and shard bearers into duels, in political machinations, that sort of thing. Suddenly, you'll see Dalinar having stepped across the room after many of the others had started to kind of filter out towards the end of the meeting. Soldier. Sir. You see Kaladin kind of suddenly stand up straight and salute as he is brought out of his thoughts. My nephew is right. The others might try to hurt my family. This is how they think. I'm going to need guard details on Navani and my sons at all time. Your best men. I've got about 24 of those, sir. That's not enough for a full guard detail running all-day protection for all 4 of you. I should have more men trained before too long, but putting a spear in the hands of a bridgeman does not make him a soldier, let alone a good bodyguard. You see Dalinar nod and rub his chin. Sir? Your force isn't the only one that's stretched thin. This war camp soldier had lost a lot of good men to Sadeas's betrayal. Very good men. And now I have a deadline, just over 60 days. You start to think there, Garrick, you're like, what the hell is that deadline? And then you remember this morning hearing a rumor that after the high storm last night, there was a carving with 67 days in glyphs carved into the private room where nobody could enter of Dalinar. It's curious. Captain, I need every able-bodied man I could get. I need to be training them, rebuilding my army, and preparing for the storm. I need them assaulting plateaus, clashing with the Parshendi to get a battle experience. You promised that my men wouldn't be required to fight on any plateau runs. And I'll keep that promise. But there are 250 soldiers in the King's Guard. They include some of my last remaining battle-ready officers. I will need to put them in charge of new recruits. I'm not just going to watch over your family, am I? You see Kaladin ask. You're implying that you want to turn over guarding the king to me as well. Yes. Slowly, but yes. I need those soldiers. Beyond that, maintaining two separate guard forces seems like a mistake to me. I feel that your men, considering your background, are the least likely to include spies for my enemies. You should know that a while back, there may have been an attempt on the king's life. I still haven't figured out who was behind it, but I worry that some of the guards may have been involved. See Kaladin take a deep breath. What happened? Elokar and I were hunting a chasm fiend. During that hunt, at a time of stress, the king's plate came close to failing. We found that many of the gemstones powering it had likely been replaced with ones that were flawed, making them crack under the stress. I don't know much of plates, sir. Could they have possibly just broken on their own without sabotage? Possible, but unlikely. I want your men to take shifts guarding at the palace with the king, alternating with some of the king's guard, to get you familiar with the palace and also help your men learn from more experienced guards. At the same time, I'm going to start siphoning off officers from this guard to train the soldiers in my army. Over the next few weeks, we'll merge your group and the King's Guard into one. You'll be in charge. Once you've trained bridgemen from those other crews well enough, we'll replace the soldiers in the guard with your men and move the soldiers to my army. Can you do this, soldier? Yes, sir. I can. Good. Sir, a suggestion. You said you're going to expand the patrols outside the war camps, try to provide policing around the hills outside the Shattered Plains, right? Yes, the number of bandits out there is embarrassing. This is a Lethi land now and needs to follow the Lethi laws. I have 1,000 men I need to train. If I could patrol them out there, might help them start feeling like soldiers. I could use a large enough force that it sends a message to bandits, making them withdraw. But my men won't need to see much combat. Good. General Cull has been in command of patrol duty, but now he's my most senior commander and will be needed for other things. Train your men. Our goal will eventually be to have your 1,000 doing real roadway patrols between here and Alethkar and the ports to the south and east. I want scouting teams, watch for signs of bandit camps, and search out caravans that have been attacked. I need numbers on how much activity is out there and just how dangerous it is. I'll see to it personally, sir. Good. You will go ahead and see Dalinar exit the chamber along with the rest. It's a curious deal. He is not the king, but very much so acts like the king, and everybody else in the room also acts like he's the king. Garrick, you begin thinking of your conversation with Mr. Moash. In any case. Well, actually, roll an intelligence check there, Mr. Garrick. If Elokar wasn't king, his only son is about 2 years old. That would fall to Dalinar.
Yep.
In any case, you all will link up and start making your way down the hill. You'll see Kaladin look over at you, Mr. Garrick. I'll shrug his shoulders.
I'll mullinate on some things for a little bit here.
Alrighty. You all return to the war camp. First day at the palace, all set. As you guys get back to camp, you'll see Kaladin look over at you. Okay, so a few things. From now on, we're going to be splitting our time guarding Navani, Adolin, Kolin, Dalinar, and Renarin. And up at the palace, guarding the king. You'll be learning from the Kingsguard, and eventually we're going to be merging into one unified force. With that said, tomorrow you are all going to be doing training with the Sword Masters. So go ahead and meet bright and early. Let's call it 0600 at the sparring pits, and we will be going through instructions. Keep an eye out for an individual in a brown cloak with white clothes underneath any sort of shin eyes. There's a believed report that the assassin in white may be in the camp. So keep an eye out. Do not try to engage. Let us know as soon as possible. That is, unless you see him attempting to harm one of our guard detail, in which case, do your absolute best to defend. Any questions? Fantastic. Rock is going to be training some of the bridgemen in how to be chefs. That is one of Tef's ideas for getting some of the men to come out of their shells a bit more, having that kind of general communal campfire situation that we've had with Bridge 4 every night. Let me know if you need anything. I'm going to be going over planning and scouting reports. Luis, we're going to be exploring some of the outer lands, doing patrols with the new recruited bridgemen soon. So we'll need you to head out there at some point and get your preliminary reports done.
Aye.
Yep. Good. You're dismissed. As you see good old Mr. Kaladin head back to his barrack. Alrighty.
I'm back.
Y'all got a few minutes. Anything you want to do last minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some extra wood and throw it in my bag.
Alrighty. You got wood in your bag.
It's always important to put the wood in the bag.
Always put it in the bag.
Prevents accidents.
Oh yeah.
Bag it up.
Bag it up.
Don't be silly. Wrap the wood illy.
Alrighty. Well, if nobody else has anything they want to do, then we can go ahead and end right on there.
Guys, we got to fight next. Well, we got to train to fight next week. We get more training.
Training against shard blades.
Yeah, that's gonna be a concern.
I had fighting practice earlier today with Lul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
but not
worry.
against a shard blade. That's different.
Don't worry. Lil happens to be a short sword master.
I forgot about that.
I'll be the one who's teaching you.
You know exactly where to stab people to make it hurt, and stab people where they won't die and make it hurt the most.
Man, it's
You'll
gonna be
live
crazy
for-
that when Louise
you'll-
dies in a freak accent.
My volunteer is sick that day.
This is how
Well,
you
you're
die
test
the
subjects.
slowest. So here you go.
Oh, guys, Pelinar's eye hole could be like the perfect inside idea of what's going on
He
in there
said
too.
it. He said
I
it.
said it after session. Thank you
He
very
said it.
much.
He said it. He said
I
it.
said it as soon
He
as
said it.
Trace said that session was over.
Mhm.
Boop.